Good morning, children. Today we are going to start the next new important topic, Fejan's rule. So, Fejan is a scientist. We are going to learn about the polarization concept. What is this polarization concept? We have studied about ionic bond, right? Ionic bond or electrovalent bond. Some ionic bond compounds have covalent character. What is mean by this covalent bond? Have you remember? Covalent bond means what? Mutually sharing of electrons between the atoms to reach the stable state. These are all the things we have revised in the past videos. Right. Today we are going to see Fejan's rule. How this Fejan had a rule about this concept. Even though it is an ionic bond, it exhibits some covalent character. Let us see. As we know, a metal combines with a non-metal through ionic bond. So the compounds so formed are called ionic compounds. So a compound is said to be ionic when the charge of the cation and the anion are completely separated. So ஒரு compound எப்போ நம்ம ionic சொல்லுவோம் அப்படின்னா when the charge of the cation and the anion are completely separated. That is, if, for example, if you are having NaCl. NaCl is a compound. So இப்போ NaCl அப்படின்னு எடுத்தோம்னா listen. So this is NaCl, right? So this is a best example for ionic compound. Why? So it can be separated as Na plus Cl minus. So this is cationic part and this is anionic part. So we can separate both. That is why it is called as best example for ionic compound. Still you can write KCl, K plus Cl minus. Calcium chloride, Ca2 plus 2Cl minus. Like that it has to be separated as cationic part and anionic part. Then only we can able to say that it is a ionic compound. Okay. But in 1923, Fejan found through his X-ray crystallographic studies, some of the ionic compounds show covalent character. So based on this, he formulated a set of rules to predict whether a chemical bond is ionic or covalent. What are the three rules formulated by Fejan? Considering the charge of the cation and the relative size of the cation and anion. So these 2 points you have to learn very, very thoroughly. This will be again studying in 11th standard. That's why I told you in the Zoom up also, this 9th standard chemistry or 9th standard science is very basic for you. So don't throw this textbook, just keep this book safe. It will be very useful for your NEET or whatever it is. So what are the 2 points we have going to cover here is size of the cation. When the cation size is small or the anion size is large. Either if the cationic size is small or the size of the anion is large, then the bond is more of covalent character. Are you able to underline? Understand? So underline this line. Cation oda size is smaller. That is smaller cation, larger anion. Okay, smaller cation. Smaller cation, large anion. Abdina covalent character. Greater the charge of the cation. Greater the charge of the cation means look at below. Some example is given. Na plus Mg2 plus Al3 plus. What is meant by this? Look at the charge of Na plus only 1. Mg2 plus means charge is 2. Al3 plus means charge is 3. So which has greater charge? Only Al3 plus. Apo, this shows the greater covalent character compared to Na because greater the charge, greater will be the covalent character. Are you able to understand? So these 2 points you have to keep it in the mind thoroughly. Size of the cation, smaller cation, larger anion. Greater the charge of the cation, greater will be the covalent character. Are you able to understand? So this is given in the simple way. Instead of the simple way, you have to learn these 2 lines as Fejan's rule. So a covalent character means high positive charge, small cation, large anion. So the opposite is ionic. Okay, so this is the example. For example, in sodium chloride, low positive charge plus 1. A fairly large cation and relatively small anion makes the charges to separate completely. So in aluminium triodide, higher is the positive charge, larger is the anion, so no complete charge separation, so it is covalent. Okay, so compared to this thing, Al3 plus which shows greater covalent character. When you compare fluorine, chlorine, bromine has larger anion, so it also shows the greater covalent character. Anion oda size larger irukkalam, cation oda size smaller irukkalam, high positive charge irukkalam. The 3 condition any one condition rules over for covalent character. I hope you understood this topic very clearly. Fajan's rule is very important topic. Definitely it will be asked in the exam. Okay, next we'll move on to the third bonding, coordinate covalent bond. So, or we can simply say coordinate bond. What is this coordinate bond? Let us see. In compound, the formation of a covalent bond between two atoms takes place by the sharing of two electrons, both of which comes from only one of the combining atoms. This is a very important line. The formation of a covalent bond. அதாவது covalent bond formation இந்த இடத்துல எப்படி நடக்கும் அப்படின்னா takes place by sharing of two electrons, both of which comes from only one of the combining atoms. So far we have studied ionic and covalent compounds. So in the covalent compounds what we discuss அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா both the atoms has to share their electrons to reach the stable state, isn't it? Right. But here in coordinate, only one atom is going to donate its electron, அதாவது share its electron. That's why we are going to say two terms called donor and acceptor. What is meant by this donor? The atom which provides the electron pair is called donor, while the other atom which accepts the electron pair is called acceptor atom. So the coordinate covalent bond is represented by an arrow, that is called linkage. This arrow is called as coordinate linkage அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம். Mostly the lone pair of electrons from an atom in a molecule may be involved in the dative bonding. That is dative bonding அப்படின்னாலும் coordinate bonding தான் அர்த்தம். So let us see one example. Let us consider two atoms A and B. Okay. So let atom A has unshared lone pair of electrons. So look at the word which is given here. A has an unshared, அதாவது ஷேர் பண்ண முடியாத pair of electrons அப்படின்னா ரெண்டு electrons A கிட்ட இருக்கு. Atom B வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா is in short of two electrons than the octet. அதாவது octetக்கு அதுக்கு வந்து இன்னும் still it requires 2. அப்போ what the situation, this is the situation prevailing. So what the atom A will do, the atom A donates its lone pair while the atom B accepts it. So thus the lone pair of electrons originally belong to atom A are now shared by both the atoms, and the bond formed by this mutual sharing is called coordinate covalent bond. So I'll explain you. So A is an atom, is an having unshared lone pair of electrons. It has unshared lone pair, whereas B is an atom having only 6 electrons. To reach the stable state, B requires 2 more electrons. So this is the situation. So what A will do அப்படின்னா A will donate its pair of electrons to B. இப்போ A வந்து pair of electron B கொடுக்குது. இப்போ என்ன ஆகுதும், just counting எடுத்து பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா, so now B 2 4 6 8 B will reach the stable state. A being donated its 2 electrons and it acquires positive charge. That's all. So A coordinate linkage B. இந்த arrow மார்க்குக்கு பேர் தான் coordinate bond அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். That is coordinate linkage. So யார் கொடுக்குறாங்களோ, ஸோ அப்போ நம்ம இப்படி தான் போடுவோம் coordinate linkage. This arrow will shows. நீங்கள் கேட்கலாம் எப்போயுமே A வந்து கொடுக்கணுமா மிஸ்? நோ, லைக் தட். Suppose if in another example B is ready to donate அப்படின்னா we can draw the structure like this. That is B coordinate linkage to A. That means B is a donor, A is a acceptor. So anything may be happened. Okay, wow. So here in this structure, A is a donor atom and B is an acceptor atom. So we are going to see one example illustration. In the place of A, I have took ammonia. Ammonia oda formula வந்து NH3. So if you take for ammonia அப்படின்றது central atom என்னது? Nitrogen. Nitrogen ஓட atomic number 7. How to write 2,5? That is we can distribute it 2,5. So 5 எப்படி எழுதலாம் அப்படின்னா, so out of 5, so 3 electron 1 2 3, this is 4 5, right? This nitrogen already we studied. This is a structure of ammonia and covalent bond in previous video, so no need to give explanation, just I am recollecting this. So this 2 electron is not at all participating in bonding. That's why it is called as lone pair of electrons. So look at this structure BF3. BF3 means boron trifluoride. So for boron, what is the atomic number for boron? So 2,3. 3 is the valence electron. Here 5 valence electron. So 3 valence electron means 1, 2, 3. So this boron share its 3 valence electron with fluorine only. So total number of electrons பார்த்தோன்னா 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 only. So to reach the stable state, boron is short of 2 electrons. So that is going to donate by nitrogen. That is why I have written like this. Nitrogen donating its pair of electrons to boron. So this is called coordinate coordinate linkage. So how the structure will be? Ammonia, coordinate linkage BF3, that is boron trifluoride. Okay, so by this way we can able to understand coordinate covalent bond. So this is the third type of bond. It is otherwise called as dative bond. Okay, I hope you understood this concept very well. Now we will move on to the characteristic nature of coordinate bond. Okay, the compounds containing coordinate covalent bonds are called coordinate compounds. Physical state: these compounds exist as a gases, liquids, or solids. So electrical conductivity, like covalent compounds, coordinate compounds also do not contain charged particles. So they are bad conductors of electricity. Of course, they are very bad conductors of electricity because it has a resemblance of covalent bonding. Yeah. Sorry. Melting point. These compounds have melting and boiling points higher than those of covalent bonds but lower than those of purely ionic. It is in the middle. So covalent விட அதிகமாக இருக்குது பட் அயானிக்கை விட ரொம்ப லெஸ்ஸராக இருக்குது. Solubility. Insoluble in polar solvents like water but soluble in non-polar solvents like benzene, CCl4. CCl4 அப்படின்னா carbon tetrachloride and toluene. These are all called as non-polar solvents. Non-polar solvents அப்படின்னா for example kerosene கூட சொல்லலாம். They have more viscosity. Viscosity அப்படின்னா ரொம்ப திக்னஸாக இருக்கும். Reactions, coordinate covalent compounds undergo molecular reactions which are very, very slow. So up to this we have completed all types of bonding. So all the structures, everything. So children, make a note. You just go through this topic, read the paragraph and concept line by line so that you can able to understand the lesson. So by attending the 1 or 2 question is not enough that you have completed the lesson. So you have to learn the lesson point wise, question wise, so that you will get a good idea. If you have any kind of doubt, you can ask me, right? Then we'll move on to the next very, very important basic topic for you: oxidation, reduction and redox reaction. Again, this will be helpful for your 10th standard as well as in 11th standard. So let us see what is these 3 reactions. So before entering into the oxidation as a chemical point of view, let me ask you one very simple question. So what will happen if you keep the potato for some more time, or if you keep brinjal for some more time without putting in the water? It will easily oxidize. Why it is happening? Because the atmosphere contains air. So when air, oxygen. So when the substance react with air or oxygen, it will get rusted or oxidized. So when apple is cut and left for sometimes it turns brown. So why these things are happening? Because of the reaction called oxidation. Oxidation நடக்கிறதுனால தான் the rusting நடக்குது. The substance will change into brown color. Okay. So what is this oxidation அப்படின்னு பார்க்கலாம். Oxidation அப்படின்னா simply we can say 3 points. You can write as a 3 points: addition of oxygen, removal of hydrogen, loss of electron. Only these 3 points you are going to learn. Oxidation அப்படின்னா either you can add oxygen add பண்ணலாம் ஒரு equationல. For see, you are adding oxygen to this equation. 2 Mg plus O2 gives 2 MgO. So when magnesium reacts with oxygen, it forms magnesium oxide, right?